What is up, guys? Got another battle here today. This is a nice, good UU match versus TheSorkanist. He's been kinda on a little hiatus for a little while now, but I hope he comes back soon. He's a really cool dude. I've been chatting with him on Skype for a little while now, so please be sure to check him out after the battle, of course. Maybe go subscribe to him, leave a comment, do your thing. And anyways, so looking at this, I kind of brought the bye-winning team minus the Victini, because the band of Victini I had, I traded it to someone else rather stupidly. But either way, it's 5/6 to the team, and then I brought Abandoned Machamp because, you know, why not? Let's have a little extra power behind it. And threats on his team, Main Shao is probably the biggest threat, because if it's Scarfed, it outspeeds my entire team, including Raikou, which you will see later, that actually really comes into play. And honestly, I don't see anything else too threatening. I can deal with Raikou fairly well with either a combination of Roserade or Gligar, depending on stuff, you know. And Rotom Heat doesn't seem too much of a factor, but that's that match up. So, without further ado, let's get on with the match, shall we? So I'm going to decide to lead with my Raikou because I figure it's the fastest thing on my team. And I figure, hey, let's Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, do whatever. So, surprisingly, on the first turn, like I said before, Main Shao is going to outspeed me, which tells me that it is Jolly, or rather Naive Scarf, as opposed to Adamant Scarf, which means that I cannot outspeed it, because I am running the Modest Nature. So anyway, I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. Actually, it's kind of better for me that he ended up going first, because that means I can go in my Gligar and get up the early rocks, because he doesn't have a spinner and he ends up missing the Will-O-Wisp, so I pretty much get my rocks up for free, which is good for me because the Rotom Heat can't switch in as much, the Zapdos can't switch in as much, so yeah, that's something to watch out for. So anyway, he misses a second Will-O-Wisp in a row, and I am going to land the Toxic. Personally, the Will-O-Wisp wouldn't have been a huge detriment to my Gligar, because I honestly could just roost off the damage regardless, but I don't know, maybe. But anyway, I'm going to go to my Empoleon to kind of sponge the Will-O-Wisp after the third time he finally hits it. But honestly, I don't think burns are that game-changing when they're used on special attackers or walls or whatever. But anyway, so this Rotom Heat is in here. I figure I can take any one move that it wants to go for and go for a Surf or whatever it is. So I just get into Torrent range, which is really nice because I am going to go for the Surf as he brings in his Swampert, and that is going to easily do over half to the Swampert because I am running some special attack investment and I'm in Torrent range. So with that said, that does about 65%, and that's an easy 2-hit KO, and he realizes this. And I figured it was a speed tie because they're both base 60 speed. I looked that up during the battle, but I kind of stupidly go for the Grass Knot. I could have gone for an Ice Beam, which probably would have KO'd, or the Surf, which would have done more regardless of this Roserade, whatever build it is. And I'm thinking it's more of a defensive spread, but as you'll see later, it's a slightly more offensive build. He's going to go for the Giga Drain here, and because my Roserade Quad resists that, it's going to do absolutely nothing due to its decent special bulk overall, even without investment. So I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb here, and that is going to be an easy 2-hit KO once again. He's going to go for the Sleep Powder, and that is going to incapacitate my Roserade until I switch it out. But I don't know if it's going to double Sleep Powder, predicting my switch, but he ends up going for the Hidden Power Fire, which I don't know if that was a risky play on his part or my part, because I could have switched in Empoleon kind of as fodder, then brought in my Roserade, but I guess he out-predicted me in that sense. But anyway, now I'm going to go into my my Raikou, because I want to preserve my Roserade, because I don't think he has hazards in general, or either that or his Swampert is just completely crippled. But anyway, so the Hidden Power is not going to do much because Raikou has decent natural special bulk anyway. So now he's going to go out into his Rotom Heat. I am going to go for the extra Sensory just to get the sure kill, just in case he wanted to stay in, predicting my Volt Switch and getting off another hit of whatever he pleases. But he just goes into his Rotom Heat, which is the better play. I'm just going to go for a second extra Sensory and take the Rotom Heat out. Now he realizes that I'm a Scarf Raikou, but it doesn't matter because that main shell is faster, and I want to preserve Raikou for later. So I figure I'm going to go into my Gligar to take the high jump kick, or the Stone Edge, or whatever it wants to go for. But I must have to be wary for the HP Ice, which could really suck for my Gligar because it is a 2-hit KO easily. And I'm just going to Toxic on whatever switches in, and the Swampert comes in, and that's not really a big deal. I can take on Swampert relatively well with Gligar, because unless it's banded, it won't be 2-hit KO'd. So anyway, Earthquake does absolutely nothing, so I'm assuming this is a physically defensive Swampert. And, I mean, come on, that did nothing. Gligar, without investment, doesn't have the greatest attack, but base 85 isn't too shabby, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I'm just going to go for another Earthquake, take it out. He does get his Rocks up, which kind of come into play later, as you will see. And he's going to bring in his Raikou, and in the Skype chat, he actually fakes me out, like, through voice. He's like, oh, I have the right hidden power, yes. And I was like, dude, that's not cool, because he's going to end up setting up pretty much the free sub, and just, oh, God. I mean, you can't be too careful when scouting for stuff like that, but, I mean, that was no. Shouldn't have fallen for that. But, anyway, like, I clicked it right after he said hidden power, so, like, I shouldn't have done that, should I? Anyway, Empoleon goes down into Aura Sphere. The best thing I can do is bring in my Machamp to break the sub, and I'm going to take a very, very hefty damage from this Thunderbolt because it is max its special attack and Life Orb. Luckily for me, Machamp is going to land the Dynamic Punch, thanks to No Guard and all that good stuff. But he's going to take me out with another T-Bolt, just, you know, finish it off. That was probably the best play I could have done in terms of dealing with that Raikou. So now I'm going to bring in my Weavile because I know since this thing is not Scarfed, I can outspeed it, go for the Night Slash or the Ice Punch or whatever. I don't want to go for the Swords Dance because that would be an extremely stupid move. And that's because just Weavile is too awesome. But anyway, now he's going to bring in his main shell. I really should be packing Ice Shard on this. I don't know why I have Ice Punch. Ice Shard would have helped me quite a bit in dealing with his main shell. I mean, it wouldn't have done too much, but, I mean, I don't know. Just packing Ice Shard's a lot better for Weavile. Anyway, in comes his Roserade here, and I don't have too much to touch it because my Weavile is done. So I have to resort to my Raikou, which does have the extra sensory, but I really need to kill off this Roserade now. But he's going to switch out here, go into his, his Zapdos, that's what his name is. And anyway, so he's going to go for the extra sensory here, and it's going to do a decent chunk. I'm leaning towards a more bulky spread, probably a mono attacking set or something. But either way, the Zapdos isn't going to do really anything because I end up getting a flinch on the extra sensory the second time around, which really sucks. I really felt bad about that. But either way, his main shell is, like I said, the biggest threat to my team as it outspeeds everything, is very powerful, and can KO my entire team with a hit or two. With that said, he's going to go into his Roserade because I believe those are his last two Pokemon. I believe all I have left is my Roserade. Which, or no, I have my Roserade and my Gligar. So I'm going to take out the Roserade with the Sludge Bomb here, and luckily for me, I'm faster. I don't know if he's running max speed or not on his. I'm running max speed on mine. But he's going to bring in main shell, and it really doesn't matter what he locks himself in on. I mean, if he locked himself on a high jump kick, that would have been really, really dumb if you ask me. But he's a smart player. He's going to go for the Hidden Power Ice, obviously to take out both Roserade and Gligar at the same time. And that's basically what happened. So that was good game, Sorkanist. I really enjoyed this battle, actually. It was on his stream, but I just wanted a UU match. He accepted, and bada bing, bada boom. This was a really good match. They're probably going to have another battle like this again soon. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this battle. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all that jazz, because that's what stuff is good. I would like if you guys could really show some support and like my videos. I mean, if you honestly like them, then go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you don't like them, tell me why. I mean, I know I'm working on getting the Ace card for Christmas, hope to God. And I think we might be getting Minecraft over the holiday break, so I might be able to upload some Minecraft videos as well, as long as I can get the recording software working and everything like that. But in terms of battles, it's not going to be few and far between, but it's going to be a lot less often because I actually got my work hours increased, and school's obviously going to get harder, and midterms are in like a month and a half, which kind of sucks. But hey, it's school. What are you gonna do? You gotta pass through it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I want to talk about. So until next time, Smash Bros. Pro 30.